I am going to be going over these 3 S-shape machines, letting you guys know the differences between the S-shape machines, why the S-shape machine is a wonderful choice for your business or for home body use, and tell you guys how you can tailor some body sculpting sessions based off of each one of those machines. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the basics of each one of these machines, and then I'll go on talking more about what will work best for what. So I'm going to start here with this Ari Storm machine. This one is also known as the S-shape machine home spa, designed by Ari Storm. These two are both named Ari Storms. This is the at-home one. Major differences in the two. This one is really good if you are doing on-the-go body sculpting or you are doing, at-home body sculpting. But it is also a good choice if you are just starting your business and maybe you don't have money to buy the most fanciest, but you still want one good quality machine that will get something done and with good results. So this one here has 2 probes. It has the 30K cavitation and radial frequency. The 30K cavitation and radial frequency is on the same probe. That is one of the major differences between this machine and a regular 40K cavitation machine, the 6-in-1. Also, as you can see, this only has 2 probes, so that is going to be one of the cons of this machine. If you are looking for a machine that also has laser lipo, obviously this one does not have it. We will get into the different types of laser lipo pads because they are not all the same. The cheaper version of the 6-in-1 machine, it does come with laser lipo pads, but you guys be mindful of the difference between the 5 megawatt ones and the 160 megawatt ones. I'll let you know about that later. So like I said, the radial frequency and cavitation being together on one probe is definitely a time saver. This is why this is a good machine for your business, because when I first started, I had the 6-in-1 machine. So I would do like 30 minutes of cavitation, then 30 minutes of radial frequency. That alone was one session, or I'd do like 20 minutes cavitation, 20 minutes radial frequency, and then 20 minutes of the laser lipo pads. This cuts your time in half by doing the cavitation and radial frequency at once. So 30 minutes of this probe is it's like an hour on the 6-in-1. It's the same as doing 30 minutes of cavitation and 30 minutes of radial frequency instead of 1 hour in 30 minutes. Another major difference is if you were doing 30 minutes of cavitation and 30 minutes of radial frequency on a 6-in-1 machine that has 40K cavitation and not 30K, your results would differ, because 30K cavitation, if you aren't aware, is much stronger and works a lot better with getting rid of fat faster. 30K, actually, the lower the number is, the better. There are some machines that are like 60K, 90K. The higher the number, the worse. Okay, honestly, you want a 40K or a 30K. If you can afford a 30K, get a 30K. I'm telling you, it does make worlds of difference. You will save yourself time, and you will get better results for your clients, resulting in better business. So this is a very good starter machine if you are maybe just starting off doing cavitation and radial frequency. You don't always have to do the laser lipo. Also, if you are using the 6-in-1 machine and doing the laser lipo, those 6-in-1 machines have 5 megawatt laser lipo pads, which do not destroy fat. I'm just letting you guys know, laser lipo does destroy fat, but it's the 160 megawatt ones. The ones that you get on those starter 6-in-1 machines are 5 megawatts. It doesn't mean that they're not good for anything. They're good for skin tightening, collagen production, and things like that. The same as like red light therapy, okay? But as far as fat loss alone, that's not going to do it, okay? So if you were thinking of the 6-in-1 machine or this machine, and you were thinking maybe the 6-in-1 because you get the lasers, I'm telling you that those laser lipo pads aren't that strong in there anyways. They can get the same effects with this machine with just the radial frequency, because the laser lipo with the 5 megawatt pads is basically just like doing red light therapy. Okay, and they're getting red light therapy with the radial frequency from this one. So again, still, if I had to choose, I would start my business with this over a 6-in-1 and just offer the 30K cavitation and radial frequency. This probe right here is a vacuum with radial frequency. These two together are a powerful duo. Body sculpting works by draining through the lymphatic system. So this vacuum suction thing helps to move all the fat that you've cavitated with 30K probe down into the lymph nodes. So this probe is really good and important. These two together can make for an awesome fire session. Even if your body sculpting business only offers the 30K cavitation, 30K radial frequency with the vacuum after, top tier, guys. Top tier results. If you guys are interested in seeing a session using this machine, I have that on my channel. I will link it down below. This is a great starter machine. Also, it's very compact and lightweight. That's why I said it's good for something on the go, or maybe you're renting a spot that you don't stay at regularly. If you have to keep bringing your stuff in and out, this is a very light yet powerful machine. That's the key word here. Compact yet powerful. Powerful. Again, if I had to choose this or the 6-in-1 to begin with, I would have started with this. This is more expensive than the 6-in-1 for that reason specifically. It doesn't have the 6 components, but it doesn't need all that. It's powerful as a standalone machine on its own with just these 2 probes. Obviously, a downside to this one, there aren't any small probes, so you couldn't do facials with it, and there aren't any laser lipo pads if you are looking for those. But remember, we'll talk about the laser lipo later. Also, it has a touch screen. Most of them have touch screens. The 6-in-1 has a touch screen, obviously, but I like the Ari Storm machines and all the S-shape machines because if you are new, or even if you are just starting out, they give you step-by-step directions on the screen. They'll tailor the session for you. You can make changes if you like, but they'll even show you the movements that you should do. Again, I have a whole video on this, so I'm not going to get into the screen and turn it on and everything because I have a whole other video on that if you're interested. But yeah, it has instructions on the screen. It's a color picture. Very, very nice machine. This is a very, very nice machine, guys. Let's move on to the next one that we're going to talk about. This machine right here, guys, this is what I call the original S-shape. It's not the bigger one or the at-home one. This is just the regular S-shape machine. This one, again, has that 30 cavitation and radio frequency together probe. Same as that other one, exact same, as well as the vacuum and radial frequency. These 2 are the exact same as that other machine. So with this S-shape machine, you get both of these. It does everything that the other one does, so that's the plus. But the biggest plus about this one is it comes with the smaller probes. So this is vacuum, suction, and RF combo here, but this is for the face, obviously. And then we also have radio frequency with EMS, which is the electronic muscle stimulation, which is a whole separate thing. I'm not going to get into that, but this is really good for facials as well. These 2 probes are included with this machine, so obviously you can do more sessions with this because you can offer facials with this probe. Now, this one does come with the laser lipo pads. Like I said, just because they're 5 megawatts doesn't mean they're absolutely useless. These do have the 5 megawatt ones. They have 6 of this size for the body, and it also has 2 of the little ones. You can use the little ones for like under chin fat and stuff like that. Put it under here, that's a good area. But yeah, it has 8 total, 6 big ones, 2 little ones. So this is good to use a laser lipo in combination with something else. The 5 megawatt laser lipo is not a standalone fat dissolving treatment by any means. It more so is for skin tightening. It'll definitely snatch them up after a session. You use the RF and cavitation and you do the suction and you end the session with some laser lipo, snatched, okay? It's really good for skin tightening after the fact, so that is one good plus with that. Again, this is a very good starter machine if you do want to spend a little more than the regular one. The only downside to this one is it is pretty bulky, it is pretty heavy. This is not something that would be ideal to travel with, but it's still doable. This is the box for this one, so I mean, it's not extremely huge and heavy, and it gets the job done, obviously, and you can do more jobs with this one. This is a wonderful starter machine for your business. Again, if you're just doing this at home, I totally recommend the little Ari Storm. But also, if you do care about the laser lipo pads, because like I said, they are not useless. If you can get this one instead of the Ari Storm, by all means do, because this is really good, like I said, for skin tightening or in addition to the other body sculpting machine. So as opposed to that machine, if I was to do like 30 minutes of 30K cavitation plus 30 minutes of like the vacuum and then added on 30 minutes of these laser lipo pads on top of it, snap. snatched, okay? You're gonna get even better results than you did if you had just did the 30K cavitation and 30K radial frequency. This machine is good because you can charge add-ons like the laser lipo or the facial. You can do more variety of sessions for your business if you have this machine. But just be mindful, if you are looking for laser lipo pads that are for fat loss, they have a whole separate machine that you can buy that just has 160 megawatt laser lipo. So it's not a bad investment to get this, and then maybe you want to upgrade and get the 160 megawatt laser lipo pads later. But if you want everything included all in one, this third S-shape machine has it all, including the 160 megawatt laser lipo pads. So let's move on to that one. One more thing before I leave from this one. Same as all the S shapes, like I was saying, it has the screen here, it has step-by-step directions, it has a home mode, it has a professional mode. It literally shows you there step-by-step how to do it, the motions, the everything. I have a video on my channel as well with this machine if you are interested. Again, we're not going to go into actual session today because I already have a video on that. I will link that down below as well. So yes, this S-shape machine again is a wonderful starter machine if you are looking to invest a little more and to do a little more and offer more sessions in your business. Highly recommend this S-shape. And yes, I would choose it over the 6-in-1. I would choose any of these S-shaped machines over the 6-in-1. I'm just speaking from experience. I started my business with the 6-in-1. It did its job. So I'm not saying it's impossible to get results, but I'm saying you can get better results and you can get results faster and you can charge more money because of the better quality results that you'd be able to get with these machines. Okay, lastly, we are going to talk about this Ari Storm machine, the big kahuna I call it, because it is very much the big kahuna. First of all, this machine is very, very heavy. I don't recommend it for at-home use. Again, it's possible, but it comes in this big old chest and it is as heavy as it looks. I'm gonna be honest, it is a heavy machine. It does have the touch screen. It's really cool because it moves like this, so I really like that. It's highly professional looking. This would be a great addition to any business if you are ready to upgrade. This machine is top tier. It has all the different modes of cavitation. You can do 30K, and then I believe it is 50K, 50 or 80K. But it has 3 different modes here. This comes with 3 probes. It comes with the same 2 probes that the other Ari Storm machines come with the exception that you can change the strength from like 30 to 40 or 50. And then it also has one other one, which I believe is the 80K. And that's on a probe by itself, but that probe does not have the radial frequency with it. So it does have the same 2 probes from those 2. Again, the 30K and radial frequency combo is going to be a good session alone. However, this one has the 160 megawatt laser lipo, guys. So even without these 3 probes at all, these pads right here, these 160 megawatt pads, they're a standalone session on their own. They are powerful enough for fat loss on their own. And I'm going to give you guys a pro body sculpting tip. Laser lipo, when it's the 160 megawatt ones, works better on bigger people. Cavitation and radial frequency works better on smaller frame people, like someone like myself who's maybe just looking to get snatched or, you know, get a little mom belly, you know, tucked in and tightened up. But if you have a bigger person who's looking for weight loss, fat loss, inch loss, this is a standalone treatment. Again, you can buy just this on the machine itself and it'd run you like $800 plus. This machine, although it's expensive, it is a very good bang for your buck because you are getting the 160 megawatt pads. That alone is top tier. That's a session on its own. 30 minutes of that you can charge easily $100 for. An hour of that, or that combined with all this, I'm talking you can raise your prices a lot more with this machine just based off the strength of those laser pads, especially in combination with the radio frequency and cavitation. This one, yeah, you can charge a little more for the add-on session with these 5 megawatt pads, but if they're a bigger person, they're not going to get as good results than if you were doing the 160 megawatt laser lipo. There's a reason there's a big price difference in between finding a machine that has the 5 megawatts and either buying the 160 megawatts on a machine alone or attached to a machine. There is a reason for the price difference, and it's a dramatic difference, I'm telling you, in fat loss alone. I did do a session with this machine as well, and I have that on my channel. So if you guys are interested in body sculpting at all, be sure to check out my body sculpting playlist, because I always make body sculpting videos as well as my other stuff. A downside to this one, a major difference between this one and this one does not have the facial ones. So if you are interested in doing facials, just know that if you purchase this machine, you'll still have to purchase another machine that has the smaller probes to do facials. When I was doing my business, I started with a 6-in-1, and it did have radio frequency for the body and as well as a smaller one for a face. So I was able to do facials. If facials is something you are looking to do in your business and you want to get an S-shape machine, then your best bet is to get the S-shape 6-in-1, because that has the facial probes. The 2 Ari Storms, the home one and the bigger one, does not have the facial probe. So that is a con of this machine. Another con of this machine is obviously just the size, but that's the only con. Is it's the big kahuna for a reason. It's for big jobs, okay? It's not for the face, so you can't do any small jobs with it. But this machine, highly, highly, highly powerful. And again, you can switch between 30, 40, 50K. I mean 30, 40, 50, 80K if you want, but 30K is the strongest of all of those, so I would keep it at 30K. That's another tip. 30K is the strongest. Lower the number, the stronger it is. Just remember that. So yeah, that is the differences between all 3 of these machines. Big kahuna is worth the money, but if you do offer, you know, facials and stuff, just keep in mind that you'll need another machine. This one, I would say, would be a good choice if you want to do facials and you want to get good body sculpting results, and eventually you can upgrade the laser pads later. You know, you can go get the 160 megawatt pads, that machine alone on its own later. This machine by itself, with just the radio frequency and the cavitation together and the laser lipo, is still going to save you time. It's still going to get you phenomenal results, and you'll be able to offer facials, which is a whole nother realm of body sculpting thing. It expands your services. I did really well with facials. Radio frequency facials are actually top tier. And also the fact that this has EMS, the muscle stimulation as well, pretty good. Again, if you are mobile or to go, or you're looking for something at home, I would definitely start with the Ari Storm machine. But also, if you are maybe a bigger, more heavy set person and you're looking for rapid weight loss, just know that even though this machine is more pricey, this would be good for your entire weight loss journey. Why? You can start off with just 160 megawatt pads and you can break down fat fast. The more you slim down, you can start incorporating in the cavitation and radio frequency, or you can just start off the bat. Doing the combination of both of those, this machine is really good if you are going to be dealing with people who need lots of weight loss. This machine is top tier, I'm telling you guys. And again, the small Ari Storm machine is a great starter, because if you don't care to do the facials or anything, you can just start with the 2 major probes on the small Ari Storm machine, and then you can always go buy the 160 megawatt laser lipo pads later, and then you can use that in combination with that. Just that small S-shape machine plus the 160 megawatt pad machine, those 2 together would be a phenomenal combo for offering body sculpting sessions, for charging a good price, because you are still going to get phenomenal results with those. Again, I have videos using all 3 of these machines with a body sculpting session. If you're interested in seeing them in action, seeing how they operate, seeing the type of results they get, go ahead and check that out. Go check out my body sculpting playlist channel. And if you would like to purchase any of these machines, I have discount codes and I have a distributor where you can buy them. It's safe and effective. I do not recommend you buy it from Amazon. You can, but just know that when you buy it from Amazon, it's coming from a third party. If it comes broken or whatever, I don't know what to tell you. The place that I've got these machines from is a reputable company. They come with user manuals. You can actually reach a person if you need help. There's customer service. You know, Amazon's kind of sketch. I would buy directly from the seller if you are interested. I'm going to have it linked down below, and I have a discount code. I have the discount code on the screen, and I'll have it down below as well. Thank you guys for watching another body sculpting video, and I'll catch you guys back here in another video. Good luck on your body sculpting journey, whether you're body sculpting yourself or it's a body sculpting business. Good luck, you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.